Welcome in another edition of the Dirt Racing Podcast. Let's get started.
Hello and welcome to the show. I want to give a quick shout out real quick and mention a great cause for a couple minutes. And the cause, we've been promoting it through our Facebook page, is Best Christmas Ever Iowa. And they do have a Facebook page. Drivers Matthew Johnson and Jamie Bull are raising money and gifts to help a family in need this Christmas. And yes, it's going to be a yearly deal. Here's how you can help. Either you can stop by the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame and grab a gift tag for the tree, purchase the needed gift, and return it wrapped to the Hall of Fame. Or you could go make monetary donations through their Facebook. Also, there's an Amazon wish list, and then there's also an auction item they're bidding on each night at 8 Central. So be sure to go check them out, as this yearly, as racers are helping to make a difference. It's the Best Ever Christmas Iowa on Facebook. Time for your news and notes portion of the show. Picking up the Turkey Night win was Kyle Larson. He's won the last 3 USAC midget features in a row. And the All-Star Circuit, that's it for the results part. Now the news and notes. The All-Star Circuit of Champions schedule's now out for. It's going to be. We'll highlight some of the dates. It'll be 55 events in 11 states. It'll start off with the Florida Swing on February 5th and 6th. They're at Volusia Raceway Park, and then on February 10th and 11th, they'll be at East Bay to wrap up the Florida Swing, and then their next race kicks off will be at Attica Raceway Park in Ohio on April 10th. Other highlights include several times to Pennsylvania. The first big 2-day weekend in Pennsylvania will be May 23rd and 24th at Port Royal. And of course, Ohio Speed Week is in June. And then the weekend, the 3-day swing in the Midwest swing starts July 24th at Jacksonville Speedway, Jacksonville, Illinois. Then it goes to Tri-City Speedway the next night. Then July 31st at Jackson Motorplex in Jackson, Minnesota. The next night, August 1st, they're at the Knoxville Raceway. And they'll wrap up the swing before the Nationals on the 2nd at 34 Raceway in Burlington, Iowa. And then after the Nationals, the first race back will be the 21st of August at I-96 in Michigan. Their final Pennsylvania dates will start August 11th at Port Royal, the next night right there. The 18th, they're at Williams Grove. The 19th wraps up Lincoln. And their final race of 2020 will be September 26th at the Eldora Speedway. We have all the dates on our Facebook and Twitter pages for that. Up next, the drive. There was a drive of the week. We'll have the highlights from when it happens. You'll have to listen, but if you want to see the video, go to our Facebook page. It was Vaudo Raceway Park. Scotty Cook on the call with Brian Holbert.
Able to just drive away as he is now held up by he just flipped the inside tire. And that left front looked like it was pointing in the wrong direction. We'll see if he proves me wrong here.
He won't be able to hold on.
He's got severe suspension damage, and Grable is there to capitalize as they work to the backside of the Vital Speedway Park. We have 3 to go. Going to make it 2 to go this time. And Grable going to split between the 91 and the slower machine, and he's going to take over the race lead.
So El Paso's Don Grable takes over the misfortunes of Anton. Now Hernandez through that hole.
He is doing everything he can to stay on the racetrack. That left front is going every direction but the right direction as they come around.
Frame is dragging the
Oh, it is.
the white flag waves, Brian. Take us home.
Off into turns 1 and 2 with a broken front axle. He's going to look for the race lead to the back straightaway. He gets it away from Don Grable. Can Grable get back around him?
3 cars.
A broken front axle. Anton Hernandez works on the turn number 4, and he reclaims the lead, and he gets the win. Wow! And wild finish here tonight at the Vital Speedway Park. Race fans, make some noise for Anton Hernandez.
And if you would like to see the video, it'll be on our Facebook page. Thanks to Brian Holbert was on the call with Scotty Cook. Any other breaking news? The Dairy Brothers Summer Series for IMCA won't be happening anymore. They combined with the Melbourne Bake Series. The West schedule's been announced, Super Late Model Series. That's also up on our Facebook page. For the West schedule, the East has not been announced yet. And, of course, they'll have the Invitational at the end of the year during the Late Model Nationals at the Knoxville Raceway. So, coming up, the East will be out coming soon. So keep an eye out for that. And that's been the news and notes for this week. Couple show updates. Next week, the final full show. The week after was tentatively going to be no show, but it's going to be a short show based on any major developments coming out of PRI. And then, of course, 1 day or 2 days after Christmas, the best of 2019. And the first show of 2020 will be week of January 6th. Now time for Songers. What's on Songers this week? I don't even know.
So I know mainly over everybody we're perceived as racers as just a bunch of guys who turn in circles and some rednecks. But there's some pretty creative people out there who do some pretty amazing things for charity. I mean, you got the Parker Lee Project down in Texas that I think probably over 200 racers support. A lot of money raised for them, a lot of special events. You got Buddy Ray Jones out in Council Bluffs, does a holiday horsepower drive every year. I know I'm missing some guys, not many of us do it for any credit. We don't care if we get credit. But the amount of racers that give back to the community and do things for charities is unbelievable, and I don't think it gets enough coverage. You know, we're always talking about every magazine you see or every page on any sanctioning body about who won and who's got this many wins. Well, why don't you guys go do a story on some of these guys who do some amazing things and raise some amazing amounts of money? That's what'll sell racing. Nobody cares who won. I mean, we all care who won, but that's not the big story. The big story is what keeps racing going. And keeping our names out there in public and doing the things that everyone does, that keeps racing alive. When you help a family or you help someone, they're going to tell the world you helped them. That keeps racing in the forefront. You're not only helping somebody and making yourself feel great, but you're keeping racing alive. So don't just think, oh, I'll do it next time or I'll help out with this one next time. Start something. Do something. Raise money. Do whatever you can. Don't publicize it. It'll get publicized on its own. Do not publicize what you do. It makes you look like the only reason you did it was because you wanted publicity. It's not why we do the charities. We do the charities because it makes you feel great. I'm telling you, that holiday horsepower drive that Buddy Ray Jones does, I went on the hospital visit. It'll humble you. It'll humble you quick. So I'm just saying, if you want to keep racing alive and you want to give racing a great name, go out and help your community, help a charity, help a kid, help anybody. Just do something positive.
And more, a Songer says, will be happening in 2020. Thanks for joining us for this edition. Remember, this week's show will be happening this week. And I can tell you, it's all about the 4-cylinder cars. Till then, thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for listening to another edition of the Racing Podcast.